Hello everyone, this is Viranjanaya Murali. I am from second year ECE A section. My roll number is 23BQ1A0415. Today, let us talk about the elements of communication system and modulation, demodulation, and need for the modulation. Let us start about the elements of communication system. Now, see the block diagram of the communication system. Block diagram of communication system. First one, source of information. And which is followed to transmitter. This transmitter amplify the message signal with carrier signal, which is transferred to the channel. Here some noise is added to the signal. With this noise, some distraction will be occurs. And this channel transmit the signal to the receiver. This signal is received signal, and this is transmitted signal. This receiver send the signal to the observation. And this is the communication system. Now let us see the every element or every component in the communication system. First one is source of information, the origin of the message or information to be communicated. Example, human voice in telephone, text in a telegraph system, data files in computer networks. A function, the source generate the message in the front frame, and that needs to be communication such as speak, text, image, or data. And second one is input transducer, a device that converts the information into electrical signal. Example, microphone, keyboard, or or camera sensors. Function, transform non-electrical information into an electrical signal that can be processed and transmitted. And third one is transmitter, a device that processes and sends the electrical signal to the communication channel. Example, AM or FM radio transmitters, etc. Functions, signal processing, modulation and amplification, and encoding. Modulation converts the message signal into a form suitable for the transmission medium. And multiplexing combines the multiple signals for simultaneous transmission. And fourth one, channel with noise adder. The medium through which the signal travels from the transmitter to the receiver. Example, wired channel like copper cables, optical fibers, etc. And wireless channels like radio wave, satellite line links, etc. And function of the channel carriers the signal between transmitter and receiver, but is prone to be in interference and noise. Noise, unwanted disturbance that degrades the quality of the transmitted signal. And fifth one is receiver, a device that receives the transmitted signal, extract the information and reconstruct the message. Example, radio, TV, mobile phones, etc. Function of the receiver, demodulation, converts the modulated signal back into its original form. And amplification, boosts the receiver signal strength. And decoding, interprets the encoded information. And sixth one in communication channel, it is output transducer, a device that converts the received electrical signal back into its original non-electrical form. Example, loudspeaker, display screens, printers, and etc. Function of the output transducer, reconstruct the message signal into a format understandable by human or other systems. And last one of the communication system is destination, the endpoint or target where the message signal is intended to reach. Example, a listener in a phone call, a viewer of a television broadcast, a computer in a network, and etc. And the function of the destination and function, receive the final output of the communication system and interrupts or uses the message. Now we are going to the second topic, modulation. Modulation, it is the process of changing some characteristics like amplitude, frequency, phase of a carrier wave in according with the instantaneous values of the modulating signal. It enables the efficient transmission of information over the long distance and through various media. Now, key elements in modulation. First one, carrier signal, a high frequency signal used as a base for modulation. Second one, message signal, the information or data to be transmitted, also called the modulating signal. And third one is modulated signal, the resulting signal of the modulation which carries the information. And second one is demodulation, it is the process of extracting the original message signal information from the modulated carrier signal. It is the reverse of modulation and is perfect at the receiver's end to receiver the transmitted data for processing or interpretation. Key elements in demodulation. First one, modulated signal. The received signal contains the carrier and the enabled message. And second one, demodulation. A circuit or device that recovers the original message signal from the modulated signal. Now see the types of modulation. Types of modulation. Continuous wave modulation, and second one is pulse modulation. The continuous wave modulation can classified into two types. They are linear modulation and second one is angle modulation. This pulse modulation are also classified into two types. One is digital modulation and another one is analog modulation. This linear modulation will classified into four types. It is AM amplitude modulation, and the second one is DSBSC, and third one is SSBSC, fourth one is VSB. The angle modulation is classified into two types, FM and PM. Frequency modulation and the second one is phase modulation. This digital modulation is classified into single type PCM, and analog modulation is classified into three types, PAM, PWM and PPM. These are the types and classification of the modulation. Types of modulation. Types of modulation. Let us see the modulation and types of the modulation now. Needs for modulation or advantages of modulation. First one, reduces the height of the antennas. Second one, avoids the mixing of signals. Third one, increases the range of the communication. And fourth one, allows the multiplexing of signals. And fifth one, allows the adjustment or changes in bandwidth. And sixth one, improves the quality of the receptions. First one, avoiding the mixing of signals. Without modulation, multiplex baseband signals would occupy the some frequency range. This can lead to interface the signal and signal overload. Modulation assigns distinct the frequency bands to each signal, ensuring that signals do not mix or interference with one another during the transmission. And second one, increases the range of the communication. Low frequency baseband signals cannot travel a long distance to significant attenuation and energy losses. Modulation transfer the signal to the higher frequency range radio waves which can travel longer distance with less attenuation. This extended the communication range. And third one allows the multiplexing of signals. Multiplexing is the process of combining the multiple signals for transmission over a single channel. Modulation enables the techniques like frequency deviation, multi- multiplication, where the distance signals transmitted on different frequency band, allowing the efficient use of communication channels. And fourth one is allows the adjustment or changes in bandwidth. First one, modulation helps control the baseband of signal to reach the channel capacity. For example, high frequency carrier can support a long baseband bandwidth, allowing more data to be transmitted efficient without signal disturbance or loss. And the fifth one improves the quality of reception. High frequency signals are less affected by noise and interference and at a distances during the transmission completed to low frequency signals. By modulating a signal onto a higher frequency carrier, the quality of the reception is significantly improved, ensuring better and clarity and reliability of the communication. And last one is reduces the height of the antenna. For efficient transmission of signals, the height of the antenna should be proportional to the wavelength of the signal. Baseband signal, frequency signals, has large wavelengths, receiving extremely tall antennas for transmission, which is impractical. Modulated shift the signal to a higher frequency, reduces require the wavelength and consequently the antenna height. This makes the system more feasibility. Thank you everyone giving this opportunity. Thank you.